pivot right here to the Nuggets because we're already talking about teams that kind of trying to find
Can we?
bargain deals. You know what I mean? Throughout the years, we've seen the Nuggets kind of fumble a few opportunities here to not only save money but to keep certain players. They let KCP walk, and he only did a 3-year deal for 66 million. That's about almost 20 a year. They lost Bruce Brown last season, and man, they extended Jamal Murray. Jamal Murray has never really made an All NBA team. He's never really made an All Star team, but they
Never
extended
healthy.
him for the max. And
Never
then
healthy. Most importantly.
yeah, and then Michael Porter Jr. They extended him for the max also. You look at potentially some money that they could have saved. They could have kept Brown. They could have kept KCP.
Yeah.
What Michael Porter Jr. right now, what, 35, 38, and then 40? Is he
And he's
really
never
even worth
healthy
that?
either.
Yeah. And then Jamal Murray, he's extension eligible right now, and he's getting paid 36 a year. Oh, yeah, because right now, yeah, he's eligible to sign a brand new deal, but I don't know. I don't know if he wants to kind of front load it on the back end because they need the money right now to re-sign players other than the minimum market.
Yeah. I think
Because
Aaron Gordon's committed on a long-term deal, and Jokic is committed on a long-term deal.
Aaron Gordon has a player option for next season. So he could
Oh,
he could no matter what this season he's going to get paid 23. But next season he could opt out early or opt in. It's up to him. But this summer he could negotiate a new deal.
yeah.
This is going to be real interesting. These teams are kind of, I don't want to say bargain basement hunting, but it's almost like they're trying to, with so many players making 40 to 50 mil on the team, they're like almost at Walmart. You ever seen the jewelry case at Walmart with the
Yeah.
watches? It's like who's gonna drop big money at Walmart
No.
on those watches? But the Nuggets, the Suns, and I would say to a degree the Milwaukee Bucks and eventually Philadelphia 76ers, they're at the Walmart right now about to drop $1,000 on a watch. They're hoping to find that gem watch, but except they really only have like maybe $40 to drop on the watch.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's kind of crazy.
To the Orlando Magic too, since like they kind of put the period on the Denver Nuggets. I think with the whole Denver now they're kind of looking. You kind of have to promote Christian Brown to the starting lineup, right? You got extended, or he's still on a rookie deal, or you got extended one of those two. So he's gonna have to step up to the lineup. But I wasn't really impressed by his postseason this year. So like it doesn't really give me much confidence. And I think I sent you last week a clip of Calvin Booth talking about potentially having Christian Brown being in the starting lineup. So it seems like Denver might try to pivot to be younger. Like, how does that benefit him? Because I don't see Christian Brown as a starting shooting guard. I see him as a rotational player, but starting shooting guard, it doesn't seem plausible.
Now
And
the Denver Nuggets, they're gonna have to land on some of these like late first round to second round picks.
like we're gonna have to land on Peyton Watson. They're gonna have to land on Christian Brown.
Yeah,
And
and even if these guys get good, they're gonna be
and,
stuck on like paying for them and
and
paying into the tax.
let's not forget, they gave away their second round picks to get rid of Reggie Jackson's contract.
Correct. That's another loss right there.
Yeah, they had to give away assets to get rid of Reggie Jackson's contract.
This is crazy with
So
the
it's like
Nuggets.
they're in a position now where they're kind of stuck, and this offseason it's looking brutal because the talent pool isn't all that strong in the offseason. I see like one of the biggest news is Luke Cornett getting a deal. So it's like how much, how big of a pivot can they do, and how much can they recover from their loss? And Clay Thompson's out the market, so
He's off the market. And then what about that player they have? Zeke in the Nuggets. They gave him 32 million for 4 years, and they barely use him.
yeah. So it's a shaky situation. Um, I think maybe they could do like the whole 20. You remember when Murray was injured? They kind of did a pivot of role players. Maybe they could do that again, but will it work? Probably not. Like I think Denver's stuck until they can make something happen.
Yeah, they're stuck because you look at the Phoenix Suns. There's a reason why they didn't let what's his name the 3-point shooter that they got. His name always slips.
Grayson Allen?
Grayson Allen. Yeah, they didn't let him walk
Yeah.
away because they
No.
understood. They let him walk away. Now their next option is to pay a minimum guy. That's the only thing they could not technically afford, but the new rules only allow them to do that because they're over the second apron. Yeah, the Nuggets right now, they don't have, man, they could do pick swaps in 2026, 28, and 2030, and they could only trade a 2031 first rounder, and that's conditional.
Yeah.
Damn, so they're only stuck into the minimum market and then turning second round picks into something. That's pretty much going to be the rest of the Jokic era. And how old is Jokic right now?
He got to be 29, 30.
Oh, wow. So, yeah, this is like prime years of the Jokic era.
Yeah, he's at the same age as Embiid.
So, yeah, the Nuggets kind of, in a way, throughout the past few years, like you said, the Reggie Jackson, you have to give up a 2027 first-round pick. They're kind of fumbling the bag of just securing the prime Jokic years and making it comfortable.
And Murray's in his
for them
prime,
to
too.
make
He's
their
entered his
runs.
prime. Murray has entered his prime.
Yeah, but that's another thing. What kind of deal are they going to give Murray? Because the money that they're paying Murray, he has to be equivalent to the All-NBA guys, the All-Star guys, and so far he hasn't been.
He hasn't been,
And then the Michael Porter Jr. contract is a mistake. I'm looking at the numbers. It's crazy. They're going to have to pay Murray because the contract they gave Michael Porter Jr., they can't even justify lowballing Murray right now. MPJ is getting paid $38-40 million a year.
And he's just as unreliable as Murray, so you can't even use a healthy argument.
Yeah, and then you look at the differences. Like, let's say if they pay these guys $5 million, maybe $10 million less, that's the extra money you could pay KCP. You could pay Bruce Brown. You could have kept some guys, and then that Zeke, that Zeke contract is biting them in the ass too. And they give Zeke a player option for 2028. This shit is crazy.
Did you see, like, they're actively recruiting Russell Westbrook? So I think that's also in the cards of having Russell Westbrook a part of the offense. I saw a lot of people lose shit on it. I actually think Russell Westbrook and Jokic would work together.
Yeah, Westbrook, I mean, at this point, Westbrook will be a bargain for them, but Westbrook is going to have to accept minimum money.
Oh, yeah.
He's going to have to accept minimum money. What a conundrum the Nuggets are in.
Yeah, and I think they just re-signed DeAndre Jordan, which I think he's kind of the Udonis Haslem at this point. I guess they like him in the locker room.
Mm-hmm. The only way out of this is if they construct Jamal Murray's contract where he takes less money up front. He takes less money overall, but they kind of offload the big money in the back of his contract when the cap goes up. Because right now they're stuck. And then the MPJ, I mean, realistically, they should be telling MPJ to renegotiate his deal, but it's not gonna happen.
Because he was bad in the playoffs.
Bro, they gave him almost a max deal just by him getting 18 points per game for one season. That was it.
Yeah, and he wasn't even all that good in their finals run either. I'm gonna be honest.
Mm-hmm.
I thought Eric Gordon was a lot better than him in that finals run.
And you could look it up yourself, right? His numbers are very similar to Kevin Knox until he averaged 18 points per game.
Yeah.
His numbers were very similar. So it's almost like he performed well for 1 year, then they give him a max deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Nuggets, this is going to be tough. But, hey, this is the new era we're in. This is the new era.
Yeah.
It's the parody era.